Productivity drives humanity forward. It is a signal of value creation in progress. But productivity isn't just a simple unit of measurement. It is velocity, speed matched with accuracy, propelling our work in the direction of progress. Productivity is usefulness. It is a tool that leads to deeper learning, fluid thinking, adaptation, and collaboration. And productivity delivers impact. It is an essential building block in the foundation of innovation. Now here in Manchester, UK, where Matillion was born, productivity has defined and shaped our city, its people, and ultimately the world. But over the past many years, our definition of productivity has evolved dramatically. And today, there is a profound gap between our expectations and our ideas of productivity, especially when it comes to data productivity. During the Industrial Revolution, we looked at productivity as a means to increase scale. Known as Cottonopolis, Manchester was the centre of the global cotton industry. Factories were designed for efficiency, tools were crafted to augment human ability, processes were designed for synchronization, a repeatable rhythm that accelerated output. Workers were trained around machines, and these machines did the heavy lifting. We could see tangible results with cotton fibre loaded onto trains, transported to warehouses, and carried on ships to new continents. There was clarity in roles. There was consistency in delivery. These incredible processes made the work of a few have a lasting impact on many. And at this time, the very essence of productivity and the value it could bring to the world was redefined. Today, we look at productivity rather differently. We measure more than just what we can see with the human eye, and have the ability to understand things that were once hidden. The highest performing teams make nuanced adjustments using data. On the pitch, we can extract data from just about everything. A player's heartbeat, their steps, their stride, pacing, passing, and shots they make. We can examine correlations and causations of their every movement. When the data is useful, we can accomplish more. And for teams on the field and in business, the ability to harness this data and capitalize on these nuances means the difference between winning and losing. We can all easily recognize that we are living through a data revolution. Today, every company competes with data. Every company. Cloud data is the competitive potential for businesses, a powerful advantage waiting in the wings. But data is currently being stored without ways to effectively work with it. We're in a place where data is now creating data, flowing and changing, creating data chaos. Approaches to wrestle with data are out of date before we can scale them. Old habits prevent new processes from being created. And in the face of all this, our tools have let us down. Even the most advanced data engineers have been toiling away with these antiquated methods and low-level technologies in a seemingly abandoned part of the factory floor. And let's face it, the work is too great for any one of us to accomplish on our own. There just aren't enough people equipped to work with data, so generating more of it does us no good. But if we could effectively use data through the right set of tools, it would change everything. This opportunity for change is at the heart of Matillion. To build the platform designed to support your modern data team, so you and others around you in your organization can rise to champion a new era of data productivity. Data productivity lives here, out in the world, not trapped in the dark. Data productivity is the key to unlocking greater value for our customers, for all of us to share in the benefits. But in order to do this, we need, and quite frankly deserve, a platform that can help us connect and use our data, enabling us to deliver value even faster. The ideal platform would be built for the most advanced data engineer, but also be usable by a wide range of people that need it. It would need to integrate with legacy, cloud, and modern data platforms, and it should be launched and learned in minutes, yet scale to the most sophisticated use cases across the organization. And most importantly, this platform would need to be cloud native and work with technologies as they exist today, and be able to evolve and adapt to what they will be tomorrow. But most of all, it needs to be useful, plain and simple. This is the key to creating an environment where ideas can flourish. Matillion was born from the gap between data expectations and data productivity. Our expectations of you, the data engineers, the wranglers, the analysts, the doers, the insatiably curious, the dreamers, are exceedingly great. With Matillion, you can get there. We can get there. We wake up every day focused on enabling your success, removing any barriers that may stand in your way. And we keep evolving, innovating, and improving right alongside you. Our work is never finished. Data productivity is reshaping the world around us. Let's continue on this journey together.
Please give a very warm welcome to Matillion co-founder and CEO, Matthew Scullion.
Thank you, Fig. Good morning, and welcome everybody here at the famous Dogpatch Studios, San Francisco, and to the thousands more Matillion customers, partners, and ecosystem members tuned in live from around the world. I am thrilled and delighted to welcome you to the inaugural Data Unlocked conference. Now, we've just seen the keynote video, which we had a lot of fun making. And in it, we talked about you, the people we serve, the data engineers, the analysts, the doers, and how we all live with a profound gap between data expectations and data productivity. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Data productivity, how we make data business ready faster. And I'd like to start to do that by diving into and defining what we mean by data productivity. To help me do it, I'd love to welcome to the stage Matillion's Chief Product Officer, Ciaran Dynes.
Good to see you, Matthew.
Good to see you, Matthew.
Good morning, San Francisco. Sorry, Matthew.
It's quite all right, Ciaran, quite all right. Ciaran, thank you for joining us, sir. So help me out here. Help us define data productivity.
Well, Matthew, data productivity is all about getting data business ready as fast as possible. Now, we all know whether you're building an AI algorithm, you're building an analytics dashboard, or you're doing something with LM, there's just a lot of work in getting the data prepped for those things. And it really starts with making sure that we can have the useful data ready to build those analytics.
This is the bulk of the work in those sorts of use cases, right?
Absolutely. I think we've all been there, right? It's about how do we get the data in shape? How do we get it fit? How do we make sure that when we're building those projects that it's ready for use? Now, we do know, though, between 60 and 80% of the time of the data science or the analytics team is simply getting the data business ready. So, Matthew, data productivity, it's the measure of how fast and how productive and effectively we can do that.
Okay, Ciaran, that makes sense. So data productivity is about the speed of making data business ready to fuel those use cases. But what affects it? What makes us go faster or slower in that mission?
Well, first of all, it's about the people doing the work. I mean, you mentioned it in the keynote. It's the doers. It's the data engineers. It's the alchemists, the people that basically are in there doing the creative work all the time. But it's also about the technologies. So if the technology is only usable by a subset of the people, or the technology itself is not really fit for purpose, well, that can have a negative effect on being data productive. So to be productive, we need as many people as possible to be involved.
As many people in the pass rush of making data useful.
Yeah, you want to have all of your organization involved. So it's really about everyone, but it's also about working with everything. So today, in the cloud, we need to be able to use and integrate with the universe of data technologies that we want to work with. But finally, it's also about being able to innovate quickly with your data, but yet cope with the future needs that it brings. So the future can bring more scale, more data, more volume, and we don't want to have to rewrite things to make those things scale. We want to make sure that if you're scaling and you're bringing in new technology, well, that you can basically get there quickly. And of course, without that, that's really the opposite of being productive.
And that's rewrites, and that's slowing the boat down, and as you 100%. Say, the opposite of data productivity. Okay, I get it, Ciaran. Data productivity is a measure of how fast, how productively we can make data business ready. And to be productive, we have to think about the people. We have to think about that universe of technology that we want to use in the cloud. And we have to think about what we build now being fit for the future.
100%. That's exactly it. So everyone should be asking themselves, if these are the challenges, how do we fix them together?
That's the question. How do we fix them together? Well, in the video, you heard me talk about the profound gap we experience between data expectation and data productivity. What we need, what modern data teams need, is a platform on which to solve this challenge. A platform that helps us make data business ready faster. Now, here at Matillion, we have been working towards this problem and this moment for years. And that's why today I am so excited to announce that Matillion is the data productivity cloud. So, Ciaran, this is an exciting day for Team Green and also, I hope, absolutely. For the whole industry.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us a little bit more about what the Data Productivity Cloud is?
So, Matthew, as you say, hugely exciting for everyone. We literally have been working on this moment for years. The Data Productivity Cloud is first and foremost a multi-cloud platform delivered as a full SaaS experience, But there are 4 workloads: load, transform, sync, and orchestrate. And those help data teams move from ingest to insight to action.
The whole thing in one platform.
Whole thing in one platform. So the Data Productivity Cloud is everyone ready. The modern data team is really a mix of skill sets, preferences. It's coders, it's no-coders, it's low-coders. But the key is that everyone builds on that same platform. Those data jobs need to work seamlessly together.
We don't want technical engineers having to work in one place, low-code users in another place, one place to make their data useful.
Everything shared, everything in one place, 100%. The Data Productivity Cloud is stack ready. So with our push-down architecture at Matillion, we leverage all of the best technologies, be it SQL, be it Python, be it dbt, in your cloud platform of choice.
And that's across your cloud data platform, your hyperscaler, and also the other technologies like governance and catalog and visualization. The whole 9 yards we play well with, supported.
And that's what happens in organizations today. They need to be able to choose their own definition of their modern data stack. The Data Productivity Cloud is future ready. Now, Matthew, I know two old timers like us, we've been here a couple of times before, that when you design a job at the beginning for a certain workload, something happens. Over time, the job evolves, new technology comes along, and then you have to go and rewrite the whole thing.
I hear that happens, Ciaran. I never did that, just to be clear. But.
Wow. I've just schooled. You've just been schooled. We believe the platform should really solve this problem. It should just scale to those future needs.
100%. And I jest, of course. We hear this problem all the time. You and I have experienced it. We hear it from our customers as well. So, Ciaran, this sounds amazing. The everybody ready, stack ready, future-ready platform for data productivity. So you know what I'm going to ask you next.
Yeah.
When can I have it?
Well, Matthew, much of it is already available today, but there's so much more to come very, very soon.